Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me here on the FTH podcast channel, where we feel, deal, and heal together as a team, as one. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I know it's been a little bit that I have done a video, and I really apologize, just with work and just life in general, and not enough time in the motherfucking day, things like that can be hard. And plus, I'm the one editing the video and doing all that stuff, so it's a lot of work and a lot of time. So anyway, I'm happy to be here today, and I'm really excited to talk about today's topic. As you guys can see, letting go. L.I.G-It. Anybody watch All About the Benjamins? No? Well, watch it. No, I'm just kidding. So you guys, letting shit go, can be really, really, really hard, in the sense of trying to just figure out where to start, how to let things go, and all that, But today's video, I'm really just going to talk about what I have been doing, what I have been learning and researching on my own and for myself, and I hope that it can help somebody out there. And yeah, that's solely what this video is going to be. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, how to do it, or anything like that. Please go and do your own research and do what you need to do to better yourself and to be the best version of yourself, because that's really what I have been trying to do, is really find myself and find peace within and just be the person that I'm supposed to be, with a good heart and whoever God calls me to be. And that's another thing I've been learning as well, is just getting more closer to God. And it's just certain things that we have to do in order to feel free and let go. And so that's what today's video is going to be about. And I'm just gonna I wrote a lot of things down, so if y'all see me doing that, it's because I wrote a lot of things down, and that's one thing that I have been doing, is a lot of writing, a lot of reading, just because I really want to find out things that I need to do to better myself. If you guys hear things in the background, my dad is doing some work on the house, so I apologize if you hear some construction, because it's going down. It's going down. Okay. Okay, guys, stay tuned to I swear I'll be fucking up. Okay, get ready, guys. Let's do this. Okay, y'all, let's just jump into today's topic, because if I don't, I will keep talking and talking about nonsense, about stuff that don't even got nothing to do with this video probably. So let's just get into today's video, and it's about letting go of fear, worries, anger, control, overthinking, people pleasing, all that. Let's let that shit go, you guys. Let's let it go. Hold on. We gotta let it go, because I feel like so many of us are holding on to things that we do not need to be holding on to anymore. We hold on to so much of the past that, even if it's someone that hurt us, someone that was talking about us, someone, that maybe looked at us a certain way, maybe it was a family member and you love them and it was just something so intense and you can't let it go. Well, you need to let things go, because holding all of this stuff inside of us is not making us any better. And if I really want to be honest, and I don't mean this in a mean way, but it's killing us slowly. The more we hold on to anger and past things that happen and all of these negative energies inside of us, if we constantly hold on to that, it's just slowly making us die slow. Like, in reality, if you guys think about that, like, that is so, and I don't want to just flat out say it like that, but do the research on it. Like, depression and anxiety and all that is what gives people a lot of cancer as well, and it slowly kills us, and it's something that is really, really serious. And so if we don't know how, or not that we don't know how, if we don't learn how to let things go, we're just going to be miserable forever, and we're not going to have a happy life, and nobody wants that. I know y'all don't want that. So let's get together and let's learn how to L.I.G-It, let shit go. Okay? So you guys, really quick, I have some things that I have been writing down, And the reason why I wrote these things down is not only for today's video, but I write every single day. Every time I put a video on, I do like notes, and I write a bunch of things down, and I just kind of turn it into my own, wording. And if you stay to the end of the video, I am going to show some books that I have been reading that have been helping me, and also some vitamins that have been helping me with my anxiety and just my mind, and just helping me stay focused and stay on track and stay balanced. We need to live a balanced life. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, I know sometimes I feel like it's hard for us to let go because we're so used to holding on to whatever it is that's bothering us. Like, we know nothing else but to, like, I feel like the more we worry about, like, let me phrase this. Like, we feel like we need to worry about a certain situation, because if we don't, we feel like we're not getting nothing out of it, like no reaction back. And it's like letting go. If we sit back on something and just wait for things to happen, our mind and our ego and what our brain is used to, it's like, no, the devil will definitely try and come and attack you. And for me, you guys, I'm a very, very big believer in God. I have been getting so close to God, and it just has been helping me so much more than just even just reading like certain things and reading books, but just learning more about God is what's really, really been helping me. And I noticed the more I've been doing that, I have been getting, attacked by the devil with certain situations, but you have to learn to fight through that. But that's a whole nother, thing. I don't want to get all spiritual on this topic, because I know it's sad that nowadays, like, people take it like, oh, don't talk about God, don't talk about religion and things like that, which is sad, but we should. And anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But so I feel like it's hard for us to let go when we're under attack by certain, things, and learning to get through those things and finding yourself. And I think a lot of the times is we're scared and afraid of just being alone and sitting in our mind and our thoughts. And sometimes we need to do that because we need to listen to ourselves. A lot of the times we're not. And not saying you need to overly do that and stay like that. I'm just saying, like, meditate a few minutes out of the day, if you can, 30 minutes, an hour, however long, whatever time you have to do that. But meditation is very, very important, to really sit there in silence and listen to yourself and what it is that the universe is trying to tell you, what God is trying to tell you. We do not listen to ourselves. We're so used to wanting to listen to other people. We put too much of, like, our happiness and our control in other people's hands, and we should not do that. Like, we should be in charge of our own self. We should, if we feel sad one day, you feel angry one day, we need to learn to feel our emotions, learn to accept them, but learn how to get through them as well with a good heart, but not just push them away. The more you try and push all of those emotions away, all of that stuff that's bothering you, you're just making it harder on yourself later on to let things go and be a better person. So for me, what I have been having to do is just really training my mind to think differently, training my thought process. And again, that's really hard as well, especially suffering with anxiety and my brain used to thinking, negative thoughts and going straight into worry and things like that. It's hard for me to kind of like find balance and find calmness in such an overwhelming thinking mind, but I refuse to live my life full of anxiety and worry. And so I noticed that I have to let go of things, and I have to learn to be at peace with myself and where I'm at in life and in this moment. A lot of us are not in the moment. We're so trying to be ahead of ourselves. We're so trying to do this, do that, do this. But if we just really sit in the moment and really listen to ourselves and really understand why we're here, our purpose here, and listen to God and listen to the universe and learn to find yourself, Like really, really do that, because it's so important. And so much of us are so caught up in, like what other people are thinking, what other people are doing, social media and family, and what this person did, and just so much, like there's so much anxiety, there's so much tension out there. Everybody wants, to speak. Nobody wants to listen to nobody. Everyone wants to be in competition with other people, and it's just sad of like how much things are going on right now in this world. And I really, really feel that we all need to really sit down and chill and listen and be understanding and be supportive, and just really stop trying to be in control of everything and learn how to let things go. Like seriously, we gotta learn how to let shit go. Like especially the older we're getting, and as time's going on in life. And I don't mean older like bad. Like I'm proud of my age and where I'm at. I'm 36, and I'm not in that mindset where like, oh, I'm old. It's not. No, that's just, to me, that's just like a label. Like, oh, you're old. Like old is what you make of it. Like I don't feel like, like I can't stand when people say that, but it's just something that we're used to saying as well, so it's totally fine. But anyway, as we're progressing in life, I feel like it's very important to learn how to let things go inside, and learn how to be a better person and a happier person from within, with a good heart. And that's another thing, letting go with the good heart. When I say letting go, I don't mean letting go like, oh, like fuck that, don't ever talk to that person again, don't ever do this. Or because there's certain people that you do have to kind of cut off in order to let go, but that doesn't mean in a bad way. You can let people go with the good heart. You can just let go with the good heart. So that's what I mean in this video. I don't mean letting go with negative or any bad energy, nothing like that. Everything is just good energy, good vibes, and doing things that feel good from within. And that's all. That's really what it comes down to, And so let's get to what I have been reading, you guys, and what I've been writing down. And so you guys, I'm going to go ahead and read something that I read from Danny Morel. Not sure if you guys ever heard of him, but if you haven't, check him out. He's awesome. And one of the things he was saying is letting go, letting the energy, the story, and the pain that we have experienced in the hands of someone else. He is saying that the energy takes up space in your body, in your breathing, in your mind, and as a result in your life. When giving your energy and your space to someone that has hurt you in the past, then the reality is you cannot open up space for something new to come in. And I really, really took that in, and it's so true, you guys. If we're constantly taking in all this energy from other people, and just from he said, the story, the pain that we've been through in life in the past and things like that, if we're constantly bringing that inside of us, we're not letting room for other good energy to come in, especially if those of you that are out there single, maybe you guys are holding up so much energy inside and you're wondering why you can't maybe find a partner, things like that. I think a lot of the times is we're carrying so much energy inside, and that maybe it's not making space for new and good energy, and that can cause blockages, and then that starts you thinking of what's wrong with you, and that leads to a whole thing. But that's just like an example right there. But yeah, I really understood that, and it is very true. And so one of the other things is let go of the fear of being alone, because it's not your fear, it's your ego's fear, it's your mind's fear. And that's what I was saying, a lot of the times. And again, being alone doesn't mean hiding from the world forever, and constantly just staying by yourself all the time. Just means sitting alone in meditation, learning to be in nature, learning to sit outside in the sun, and maybe go for a hike, maybe just stand outside. If not, just maybe sit in your room, just sit in space alone, and really listen to yourself and figure out what it is that God and the universe is trying to tell you, what you need to do in your life. And sometimes I feel like we're so pressured by either family or society of what we think we need to do or how we think we need to do it. And it's just really sitting and listening to ourselves, because you are in charge of everything you do, your mind, your body, everything. It's you, it's us, and it's what we need to do in order to feel better, So, and like he said also, the deeper you go, you'll realize you are not your mind, you are your soul. So really listen to that. I'm going to repeat that. The deeper you go, you'll realize you are not your mind, you are your soul. 100% true. I really, really believe that, because sometimes our mind is so powerful. It can lead us into so many other directions in life that we don't want to, go to. And really just, again, sitting in meditation and listening to yourself and being able to calm yourself, you're able to realize who you really are as a person, So, again, I'm going to still continue reading, you guys. See, these are things that just been helping me, and I hope that you guys can take it into consideration, and I hope that it can help you guys as well. And that's really what this video is about, is just what I have been learning to do to let go, what I have been reading, and just really putting in the work and the dedication to letting go, because I refuse to live a life of full of anxiety and worry and feeling like I need to be a people pleaser, or feeling like I need to be in control of everything, because in reality, we can't control nobody. I think that's another thing that we have to learn, is like, we cannot control what other people do. We need to just love them the way they are and appreciate them for the way they are, and be thankful that we have them in our life. A lot of the times I feel we want to have so much control and so much, like involvement in every single thing. Like, we need to be involved in every single thing, and if we're not, it's like, why this, why that, and why didn't they listen to me, or why this. And sometimes we just need to sit back and realize it's not our place. We can't control those situations. We can only control what we do and how we think. So another thing I wrote down the other day, let me grab it, because I write things down and I always put it on my little mirror up here. But you can't be mad at people because they are not what you expect them to be. So you guys can see that, don't mind my writing, but it's true. You can't be mad at people because they are not what you expect them to be. We have to just love them for who they are. And so, yeah, that's, like I said, I'm just reading things that I've been learning. But again, with Danny Morale, he put, when the mind is afraid, what is happening is the mind is afraid of change, because it likes to keep things exactly the way they are. And that's what I was saying earlier, is our mind can feel so used to thinking, negative thoughts, so used to, just that way of thinking where it brings you down, where it keeps you in that bubble. Like, even for example, just going to the store, or just like going to a party, or just answering a phone or answering a text, because I know that's something I really struggle with, and it's something I've been learning to try to let go of, is that fear of like being on the phone, or like going to the store, or, but when you have such severe anxiety, for those that are out there that can relate, it's really hard. And so that's why, another reason why I've been trying to learn to let go of certain things, because I do not want to have those fears no more, because it's scary. It's scary to like feel like that, And so yeah, like it says, when your mind is afraid, what is happening is the mind is afraid of change. And so that can be anything, like I said, just, it can be little things, and especially when it's big things like a move, or a whole new job, or things like that. And but you have to fight through that. You have to learn how to get through that, and that's what the challenge is in life. And I feel like that's what we have to go through in life in order to learn and grow, and also let things go. And I also feel like people come into our life to learn how to let things go. If you really think about that, like, some people can come into our life, and it can teach us like how to let, like, for example, for those that know me, and if you don't, but I was in an abusive relationship for a while, and this is when I was younger. But there were things that I had to learn throughout, like, years of, getting older, and then being in a new relationship, is, not doing certain things anymore. Like, I learned to let certain things go. Like, I'm no longer doing that. I can't be that person. So, things like that. Like, that's also another thing. Like, we can't think that we can, if we stay the way we were back then, especially if it was something like not a good way of being, then you have to learn how to let things like that go. But we just need to learn how to feel whole, happy, and complete. And being able to do that, being able to feel whole, happy, and complete, goes to just letting go. You know, let go of wanting to please other people, let go of feeling like you have to have that control again over, you know, conversations or situations. Like, you know, just let go of feeling like we need to put our happiness in the hands of others. Like, we don't owe anyone anything. You know, a lot of the times I feel like we owe someone, you know, something, and I don't mean money or things like that. I mean like our reactions or this, like everything. Like for example, like if I forget to text somebody back, I used to panic on that. I used to feel so freaked out, like, oh my god, I didn't text this person back, like what the heck. But now I'm learning, like, that doesn't make me a bad person. That doesn't, you know, make it, that doesn't show that I don't love them or anything like that. I know in my heart that I love that person. God knows I love that person. God knows my heart. And for me, like, that's all that matters now. Like, I don't have to sit there and carry on this weight inside, like, oh, I didn't call them back, oh, I couldn't give them a ride, or oh, I couldn't, you know. And because I know that I don't mean that in a bad way, or I'm not doing that intentionally, or I'm not, like, you know, being evil about that. You know, if you are being evil about that, then that's a whole nother thing, and that's something you need to really work on to not be like that, you know. But I know myself that I'm not a bad person, and I know I have a good heart, and that teaches me more to let go of a lot of things, which comes down to people pleasing and just fears, you know. Like, even the other day, you guys going to, hold on, let me take a sip of my coffee. Even the other day, like, going to my nephew's football game. And this is a thing too, like, when I talk about this with certain people, like friends of mine, they're like, oh my god, I never knew you feel like that, or you hide it so well. And that's the thing, is like, that is what was driving me insane, is hiding things so well, like having to suffer that deep severe anxiety, like, alone. And it just was horrible. And so slowly inside of my mind and my body, I had to learn to let certain things go. And so one of those was that fear of seeing people and having to say hi to people. Like, that sounds so stupid, you know, like feeling like, oh, I don't want to say hi to that person. And that doesn't mean it's nothing against that person. That's the thing, it's nothing against that person whatsoever. So for anyone that's out there listening, and you know, you think, oh my gosh, she didn't want to say hi to me, it is not nothing like that. It's when you have anxiety, you just have this, like, I don't know, it's like a fear of, like, talking to people. I have no clue where it came from or anything like that, but I just know now that I refuse to live my life like that. And anyway, back to what I was saying, when I went to my nephew's football game, like I said, it's changing the way I think of things. Like, instead of, like, complaining about everything, that's another thing. We have to learn to stop complaining. That's another big thing. If you want to learn to let go, like, stop freaking complaining, stop bitching about everything, and turn it into, like, being more thankful. Like, I turn my complaining into, like, more of, like, a prayer kind of thing, or a more thankful thing. Like, for example, like, you know, if I'm like, oh God, I have to go do this, I'm like, God, thank you. Like, for example, like, oh, I have to go grocery shopping, like just yesterday or the day before, and I'm like, God, thank you that I'm able to go grocery shopping. Thank you that I can do this. Like, and it just kind of helps me a little bit. I'm not saying it changes overnight. I'm just like, oh, there's, like, you know, anxiety-free person, and I can do this now, and, you know, I could run the world, and, you know, like, nothing like that. But it's just, it helps me, and it gets better. And I know that I'm gonna be so much more better in the next couple years, and I'm so excited to see where I am in the next few years, and how far, you know, I've come when that time comes. Because that's another thing, is I'm learning to just stop putting myself down, and just, and I think that's the biggest thing, is we put ourselves down so much inside. We're like our own critics. We criticize everything we do inside, and we're very doubtful. We need to, like, practice every day. Like, it takes baby steps, but practice to learn to lift yourself up, lift your spirits up, give yourself credit for everything that you do, you know, like, love yourself. Learn how to love yourself. Learn how to love yourself. You hear me? Okay, just making sure. Okay, and so, yeah, like, that's, you guys, I wrote a lot of things down, and you know, I I'd be writing. So I just want to read a couple things for you guys. Again, at the end of the video, I am going to show you guys some books and some vitamins that I have been reading and vitamins I've been taking that have been helping me. So just stay to the end. That way I can show you guys that if you are, you know, someone that's interested in that. But really quick, I'm going to read something from Danny Morel as well. You guys definitely look him up. He's someone that has been helping me. There's so much other people I can name. Mel Robbins. Again, I listen to Joyce Meyer. I listen to Joyce Meyer every day. She's like, I feel like I'm in morning church when I listen to her, but I love her. But yes, Mel Robbins. Who else? Who was he? Danny Morel, Michael Singer, Dr. Amen. Jay Shetty, so many other, you guys. I'm gonna have like a brain fart right now, but that's all. I'll list that all at the bottom. Actually, in the video, I can list a lot of the people. If you guys want to go and check their YouTube channel out, I'll definitely list them down below, and also the books as well. And if you guys want, I can do the vitamins as well. Okay, so another thing he was saying. Sorry, you guys, my camera stopped because I had a phone call, so sorry about that. I need to put my phone on do not disturb. So you guys, like I was saying, I wanted to finish reading something that Danny Morel was mentioning on his channel. And what he says is, allow your mind to look at the positive instead of the negative. That will lead you to a place of self-love. When you're able to love yourself, you're able to look at your life, and you're able to look at the past as one big journey. And you're able to understand that the people in your past that have hurt you or harmed you, maybe, just maybe, they were there to help you in your path. Then you can start the process of forgiveness and of letting go of that pain that you've been carrying. So I hope whoever's out there, maybe that helped you, maybe not, but I felt like I just really wanted to read that. So yeah, let's move on. So another thing that I have been reading as well, or not that I have read, was, and I don't know why I keep saying why I have read. I mean, it's videos that I've watched and that I, write down what I've learned from the videos, and then I go over and read them. So let me rephrase that, okay? Anyway, this is from Mel Robbins. So Mel Robbins has a video of a letting go on her YouTube channel, and I highly suggest, like, for you out there to go watch it. It definitely has helped me, but I wrote a few things down, nothing too much. But she was saying, pay attention to your energy. We all know when it's our time to change and let go. So when she said that, it made me think, like, when it comes time to letting go, when you feel like you're in this phase of life where you're wanting to be a better you're wanting to change the way you think, the way you do things in life, and just be a different version of yourself with a good heart and a good soul and a good spirit. Like, I feel like we know when it's that time. Like, I feel like a lot of the times where we might feel really lost and maybe asking God why, or maybe just saying, like, what am I doing in my life, and just feeling very just like you have no control, like feeling just so much anxiety, so much depression. And most of the time, that's why I kind of go back to the whole meditation, because I feel like when you really pay attention to what God is telling you, what the universe is telling you, what your soul is telling you, when you really pay attention to those things, we kind of know what it is that we need to do. It just comes down to us being afraid, again, of making that change and having those fears of doing, what we need to do. Like, most of the time when we ask ourselves, what do I need to do, or why this? We really know deep down inside, like, we really know. We just need to pay attention to our energy. We need to pay attention to what we're allowing in, and by that I mean, like, by the people that, maybe you're being around, the energy you're allowing inside of you that's constantly making you doubt yourself, or making you feel less of, or making you feel, less motivated and things like that. Like, it's all, like, we need to stay away from energy drainers. Like, you have to stay uplifted in whichever way you can. And if the people that you can't stay away of or from, I mean, maybe you need, you have to be around them or whatever, then learn to accept them and learn to love them the way they are, and just learn to change the way you think about things, and learn ways that you can get better. So because at the end of the day, it's all on you. It's the way you take it in. It's the way you control things. It's not no one else but you. So that's something we need to understand. So yeah, like I was saying, back to Mel Robbins, what she was saying, turn the energy towards caring, listening, supporting, and just let them be exactly who they are and love them. Us trying to control people blocks connection and energy. And that's just, like what I was saying earlier, is just love people the way they are. And even at the grocery store, even in traffic, everywhere you go, I feel like it can be really hard. I still struggle with it still. I'm not saying that, oh, now I'm, perfect and nothing bothers me or anything like that. These are things that I'm still learning every day as well. And that's why I'm doing this video, is so we can help each other. What I'm learning and researching, maybe it can help somebody else out there as well, So again, that really comes down to learning to, like it says, us trying to control people blocks connection and energy. And that's really true. Like we can't feel like we can control everyone in every situation, even if it's your family, your friends. Because when, let's say someone's trying to come to you about a problem or something, so many people are quick to want to say what they want to say and tell you what to do and how to fix it, and you should do this, you should do that. Most of the times we're not really listening, being supportive, and being understanding. And when we're constantly being like that in certain situations and certain conversations, we're not having no connection with that person. And next thing you know, it's that energy that comes in where you don't even want to finish talking, or maybe you don't want to finish listening, and it shows. And people don't realize how that energy shows, and it makes us feel different in the sense of, now I don't want to finish this conversation, now I don't want to even hear this conversation. And we need to shift that, and we need to stop being like that. We need to learn how to listen listen to others, listen to ourselves, and listen to God, listen to the universe, and focus. Find a balanced life, find whatever works for you, and stay in control over your thoughts and your mind. Let go of the fears and the control and the people pleasing and the overthinking. Read, write, pray, talk to people. Don't stay so closed in. Learn how to open up and get out of your comfort zone, whatever that means for you. But learn to just let go, and let go with a good heart. Let go so you can feel free. Let go so you can be the better version of yourself, and you can be the person you want to be. Stop holding on to so much anger, so much, anxiety, and things that happened in the past, or things you don't have control over. Just leave it in God's hands. Leave it to the universe. Leave it to our spirit guides, and just learn to find peace within, because we only have one life. And I feel like I just want to be able to live this life anxiety free, and learn to just be more loving and caring and understanding with everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. That doesn't mean you got to be best friends with everyone. That doesn't mean you got to talk to everybody every single day, but just reach out here and there, talk to people, listen, and just learn to, like I said, be the better version of yourself, you guys. It's so, so important, and I really, really mean this. But learn to let go, okay? Do what you have to do. If you have to go to therapy, if you have to read, if you want to, reach out to me and talk to me. I have so many, things that I've written down. I can show you guys. I have so many books and just things that have been helping me, and just reading and researching and listening to professionals, and even seeking a therapist, things like that. Don't be ashamed of anything you have to do, and do things for you, and love yourself, and find the love that you need, to be able to grow and be a better you. That's the best thing, and that's the most important thing, is in order to feel free and be a better you got to learn to let go. L.I.G-It. L.I.G-It. Okay. Okay, you guys. So, that is kind of it on, you know, certain things that I wanted to talk about. I have so much more, but I didn't want to really go too long in this video, as I already am. So I do want to, I be fucking up the way I talk on. I do want to show you guys the books that I've been reading. I'm not going to show you every single one because there's a lot, but just the 2 that I've been reading, and also some vitamins. So let's do that. So you guys, the 2 books that I have been reading, one of them is Dr. Amen, Change Your Brain, Change Your Life. I highly recommend reading this book. It's very, very, very interesting. It talks about how our brain works. It even shows actual pictures of, you know, different brains, and just shows things that affect our brain and how it works, things like that. So much in this book. I highly recommend reading this book. Also, another one that I'm reading is by Joyce Meyer, which is Loving People Who Are Hard to Love. And this is a really good book as well. Shows us just, this book actually just really shows me that we just need to love people, you know, the way they are. Even if it's hard loving them, you just need to love them with a good heart, and know that we are blessed with everyone in our life for a reason, and we are here in this moment in this life for a reason. And this just helps me feel more at peace with just everything I'm doing and everything I'm thinking in my life. So I really love this book. So those are the 2 books. I have so many other books, but right now I told myself I'm just sticking to these 2, because I'll start like reading one, go half on that book, and then start another one and then go half, and I'll just be doing too much. So you guys, I'm going to show you guys the vitamins that I've also been taking that have been helping me so much with my anxiety and my focus and my memory and just my overall well-being. And you guys, I will link the vitamins below and the benefits and all of that great stuff. So yeah, one of them is turkey tail. I take turkey tail. I take lithium orotate, which really quick, I will go into another video and talk more. If you guys want me to, just let me know that I can go more into detail about the vitamins. If not, you guys are more than welcome to just obviously look them up, research them yourself. But really quick, lithium orotate is like the natural part of what, you know, what they put, you know, in Xanax, which the doctors don't want to obviously prescribe to you, because they want to give you the things that have side effects and make you feel like shit, things like that, because they put lithium concentrate, I believe, in Xanax, and this is lithium orotate, which is like the natural stuff. So these are all natural vitamins, and you can look them up, and I'll post them all down below. So there's that, and this is the Neuralink, and this is by Dr. Amen, which is the book I read, and this is, you know, supports emotional and behavior health. So that's this one. And also lithium too. Lithium orotate, you know, helps a lot with anxiety and your, you know, emotional state, and just really, I call them like happy pills. So there's that. Vitamin D, definitely need vitamin D. Vitamin E, okay, vitamin E. Yeah, they take quite a few vitamins. L-theanine, I can never say this right, so don't come for me if I don't say this right. L-theanine or L-theanine. I don't know which way to pronounce it, but this is a really good vitamin. It helps me. I was taking it in the day, but I noticed like it makes me feel like a little bit relaxed, nothing too crazy. So I've been taking it at night, and I just really like. I've been taking this for quite like maybe over a year now, so I really like those. GABA is really good for you. What else? This is L-carnitine. L-carnitine. I can't pronounce this one, but this is for your heart. I cannot pronounce this one at all. There's that. And evening primrose oil. You guys, I am the worst at pronouncing these motherfucking vitamins, but these are all my vitamins that I take. And also Fiber Plus, fiber, magnesium, really good for you, and it really helps with your anxiety, believe it or not. So you guys, yes, those were the vitamins that I've been taking, the books I've been reading. I hope it can help anyone out there, give you guys a little bit of hope, maybe some, you know, ideas of what books to read, what vitamins to take. But all in all, you guys, it's just really about letting go. Learn to just let go so you can be a better version of yourself. Learn to let go so you can just feel more free from within, and stop leaving your happiness in the hands of others. Stop feeling like we need to people please and do everything for everyone else except ourselves. Learn to love yourself and just learn to let go of anything and everything that's hurt you in your past, because it no longer serves you today. Learn to be in this moment right now and just fight that ego's mindset of thinking that we need to do this, we need to do that, and have control over everything. Because in reality, we can't control everything in this world, and just try and find that peace within. Try and let go of those fears and those anxieties and those depressions and those angers that you have inside of you, and just know that life is not about the past or the future. It's about this moment right now. And just live it with a good heart and love the people that are around you and that are with you every day. And don't forget to tell them how much you love them, because we are not promised tomorrow. And so that's another thing. That's another big thing. We're not promised tomorrow, you guys. So think about that. And it's very, very important. We never know when it's going to be our time. So I really, really, suggest that you just learn to let things go and just learn to have a happier life. And you deserve it. We all deserve it. So whoever's out there listening, know that you're not alone. You deserve to have a happy and freeing life from anger and depression and anxiety. And so let's just L.I.G-It. Let it go. Let that shit go. Okay, you guys, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today and watching this video. I promise that I'm trying to put more videos out there. But thank you guys. Thank you so much for listening and being here. And I truly wish you guys all nothing but the best, and know that you are loved and cared for, and you can do this, and let it go, and it's going to be okay. Have a great day. Thank you so much for being here on the FGH podcast channel, where we feel, deal, and heal together. Okay, bye.